consistent than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
When I say consistent, what do you mean? Well, I've seen him run an offense. Like today. He didn't play great today. He did not.
He didn't.
Right? He actually could have gave us the game. But when they needed him to make plays, he made them. And he ain't making them with A.J. Brown or he ain't making them with Smitty. He ain't making them with them guys.
Yeah.
He ain't making them with Dallas guys. He's not making them with them dudes. He's making them with, like, reserves.
Backup.
And I'm not hating on that, but I'm just saying, like, that's pretty impressive to do it on this stage. And our quarterback couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way in the world. I look at Lamar Jackson. I think he was a phenomenal player. But I know how well he can throw the ball. You give him some certain weapons and you give him Derrick Henry, now you throwing the ball everywhere. He had one of his best stats-wise passing year last year. Why our quarterback can't do that? And I play ball, and I'm thinking, okay, solid offensive line, great running back. Oh, really, really great wide receivers. We should have no flaws.
Yeah.
So if you asking me, like, who plays the quarterback position better, Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
Brock Purdy.
This loss got Shady being as
but
honest
I'm
as he
saying,
has ever
when
been
you
here.
when you watch the game, right? I'm watching him throw the ball everywhere, all around the field. I'm watching it.
Yeah,
I'm watching it. Y'all not watching
it. You're watching him make reads. You're watching him not get off one and then roll out of a clean pocket
with less talented wide receivers.
Yeah. I just can't believe I'm
I can't believe I'm hearing it
The Niners had no pressure today.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, they have no pass rushers though. None.
16 sacks on season, maybe 17.
Bro, it's like we can't throw the rock.
Yeah. Here, let me put in context what Shady's saying, and in all honesty, I'm shocked. I think Shady telling the truth because y'all here, y'all watching. Brock Purdy's leading receiver today was the team's wide receiver 4. His second leading receiver was his running back. His third leading receiver was his fullback. His fourth leading receiver was his team's wide receiver 3. His fifth leading receiver was his tight end number 2. Understand what Brock Purdy did today. Like, it is a very fair assessment to say at least this season when Brock Purdy stepped on the field, he was better than Jalen Hurts. Brock still has to accomplish things that Jalen Hurts already has accomplished, and you can't take that away from what Jalen has accomplished. But it is a very fair assessment to say that Brock has done more with less, more times than not, than Jalen Hurts ever has. That's fair. Because Brock went out there today and was out there with Tongus, with D-Rob, was out there with Kendrick Bourne, was out there with Juszczyk. Juszczyk was catching back shoulders.
But you know what? So what I do with Jalen is now when I separate the team stuff. See, when I add the team in it, I think Jalen's a better quarterback than Brock Purdy. Right? You talk about managing the game, not turning the ball over, right? Not leading us, but controlling the game enough where we can win. But then when I take away the team part of it and say, all right, I'm watching this quarterback play, right? Is he making the right reads? Is he getting the ball out? He's getting pressure. Is he throwing out to the checkdowns? When I watch all that, Brock Purdy got him in the bag.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
He's far less limited as a passer. I mean, it's very just clear to see whenever you're watching. Also today, like you mentioned, Juwan Jennings had more completed passes over 15 air yards in that game than Jalen Hurts did. Only 5 attempts
that should never happen,
over 15 air. Yeah,
that's crazy.
It shouldn't happen. There was no downfield passing attack. In due part to Jalen Hurts, I know a lot of people are going to expect me to jump on the Jalen Hurts slander train.
They ain't slander,
also,
though.
I mean, yes, but also true.
There were
AJ
2 to 3
Brown.
drops.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 2 to 3
AJ Brown
drops.
did not help him out today. And actually, we got footage of apparently AJ Brown and Nick Sirianni got into it backstage. I'll let you guys see this real quick. If we can go ahead and pull it up real quick. Yeah, they got into it, apparently fighting over the last floaty on the way to Cancun. Unfortunate news out of Philadelphia there. You know, it's pretty tough. You see AJ putting up a hell of a fight right there. It's pretty tough.
I'm gonna laugh.
All right, look, we do have to have this AJ Brown conversation though.
That wasn't even funny. Like, I don't want to lose any viewers here.
We do have to have a conversation. All right, so look, AJ Brown had a bunch of drops. We have a video of his drop on that 3rd and 5 that you mentioned earlier. I mean, just a tough drop here. Whenever your team kind of needs it, they did end up picking up this 4th down. But, fellas, do you guys think this offseason will have an A.J. Brown move included in it?
You know, I'm on the fence of this right here. I don't believe in giving up on elite superstar players. I just don't believe in that. You know why? Because it's hard to find them. It's hard to find an A.J. Brown. It's hard to find a guy like that. So I'm not for that. I think we are a better team with A.J. Brown. But let's put yourself in A.J. Brown's shoes for a second, right? Because there's times where now in this game he didn't play well. I ain't gonna sugarcoat that. He did not play well enough. The way he is, how good he is, he didn't deliver today. But if you look at his whole season, and we're winning games, so we brush everything under the rug. But the pass game was never elite. The pass game was never where we're supposed to be at. And if I'm a receiver and I'm running my route and I'm beating my guy and I never get the ball, Be my guy, never get the ball. After a while, we're human. Eventually, you going that route is not the same no more. I'm not running that route as hard no more. I'm not running that route so confident no more, right? Because now everything's like a scramble type play. That's what it comes down to. So I'm not mad. I am mad at AJ Brown for this game. He didn't play well. But overall, I know how good he is. And any real Eagle fan, you know how good AJ Brown is. Let's not play ourselves here. I would love for him to be an Eagle again. But if I'm him, do I really come back for this? Because not getting the ball and being number one receiver, I was okay with that for real because we was winning Super Bowls. Because we was in the mix. We was winning. Saquon Barkley was going for 200 yards every game. Now the team part's not there and we're not a dominant offense like we were last year. I'm upset. So if he roll, I get it. I understand him. I wish he stays because we need him, but I get him. I get it.
Yeah, no, I think that's the question, though, too, is it's more on A.J. Brown's side. Do you really want to come back to playing an offense like this? We saw him and Sirianni getting into it on the sideline. For real this time, not fighting over a floaty. They said that joke didn't land. It is what it is. I thought it was funny. But here's Sirianni getting into it with A.J. right here. I don't really put too much into this, Acho. This seems like passion from two guys that are competitors, won a Super Bowl. We saw this from Travis Kelce and Andy Reid last season.
It's different.
You think it's a little bit different? You think it's different?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little different. Respectfully, and I know Tom Brady's done a much better job calling these games, and Tom Brady tries to dull everything down and mute everything down. This was different.
Really?
AJ got to get the hell up out of Philly. And not because of the sideline spat, because at this point in time, for both sides, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. If y'all ever been to Maryland and y'all do them little crawfish boils, and sometimes you do all that work for that little piece of crawfish, nah, it's too much work for it. AJ Brown has suffered too much this season for the statistical season he had. The Philadelphia Eagles have suffered through much of AJ Brown for the statistical season that he gave us. Irreconcilable differences. We both got to go. AJ need to leave Philly, and Philly should be glad that AJ leaves so they can go get some picks for him. As I look at it, AJ, respectfully, has been too much of a headache for the production they received this year. And the Eagles have defended Jalen Hurts both intentionally and incidentally too much for how limited he has been in regards to AJ's production. AJ is losing all pros. He's losing potential Hall of Fame resumes over the last 2 seasons because his quarterback is limited. AJ Brown has to leave Philadelphia for the betterment of Philadelphia and for the betterment of AJ Brown.
Why you think AJ Brown's production's down, Acho?
Jalen Hurts.
What you mean, Jalen Hurts?
I don't think Jalen Hurts takes enough shots. I don't think he takes enough 50-50 balls. I think Jalen Hurts keeps A.J. Brown out of rhythm. So I think at home we just look at A.J. Brown and say, dang, he dropped it. But if you're a player who's played at the highest level or even played at a high level, you understand, well, yeah, I dropped it because I ain't been involved in the game at all. So at home we'd be sitting here like, dang, A.J., give max effort. But A.J.'s like, bro, I've been giving max, if you play about 78 plays a game, 70 to 80. A.J. like, I've been giving max effort for 60, 65 of them joints, and now you want to throw it to me on the 72nd play, and all of a sudden you mad that I didn't give max effort. So to me, AJ and Jalen, the chemistry's just not there. They got to part ways, bro.
Man, this shout out to my boy Kevin Hart, man. Gran Cormino. Oof, we needed today, dog.
Look, I agree with you though too, Acho. I think it's a situation where I actually think it's more on the play calling than it is on Jalen Hurts, surprisingly. Now, look, whenever you're running the ball as efficiently as they were last year, it's easy for A.J. Brown to get busy. I have to respect you so much more in play action type situations that A.J. Brown's able to just get his one-on-ones. He's able to get his opportunities downfield. This year, they didn't have that. They just didn't. They didn't get busy in the run game, which held down the rest of their offense, and they were extremely limited. And in those situations, you need your quarterback to be able to make downfield passes, which Jalen Hurts is just not capable of. He wasn't capable of that in college. He hasn't shown to be capable of that in the NFL. He's just not that type of player. But when they have a good run game, then things get really busy. That's when he's shining his best. He's able to take those downfield shots, and he also does a really good job of protecting the ball the whole time. But I think A.J. Brown does need to leave. He needs to. Yeah. And also, if you're the Eagles, apply that somewhere else. Like you don't need A.J. Brown to win championships. In my honest opinion, you don't.
See, here's the dilemma. I don't know if I can go that far. Because
they're so good without him.
AJ is, well, what we say they're so good without him.
They're so good
but
without him.
But when you really look
at good regardless.
But when you really look at it, Kieran, and you be watching all 22s, because I send you the breakdowns. Literally, I've already broken down the Jalen Hurts tape. When y'all, after the show, y'all go watch that. Yeah, so you see that AJ Brown gets double teamed, and if he doesn't get double teamed, the safety leans to AJ. We're gonna talk a little bit of ball real quick. I'm gonna keep it real basic. You in a cover 3 defense, or if you're in man free, primary defenses. if that safety, that middle field defense in the cover 3, if he's leaning to A.J. Brown's side, Smitty can work one-on-one. And Smitty can work one-on-one with about 30 yards of space because that safety is leaning to the other half of the field. If you're in man free and the safety's leaning to A.J. Brown's side, Smitty can work one-on-one. Goddard can work one-on-one. So even if A.J.'s not making a direct impact with yardage, he's still making a massive impact on the team. So to me, like, I don't know that you can just say they're better without A.J. Brown. What I do know is I don't think AJ's still worth the headache for either party. And AJ, I'm tired of AJ having a headache. Like, why AJ reading books on the sideline? That's not dope. Shady and I've been on sidelines before. Like, why are you reading books? I've gotten into it with my coach. Not like that. You know what I mean? Like, Travis Kelce and Andy Reid, that was a bump. You know what I mean? Tom Brady on the side, that was a bump. Like, this was one of those, like you really tried me type arguments. What up, 2-5?
No, I was thinking that the Travis Kelce, that was different. Andy Reid, he likes all that. They playing, that wasn't serious. And Andy gonna give him the ball. Where AJ, they don't give him the ball. I want everybody out to just look at this for a second. Go watch, when you watch like dudes like Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase, all these dudes, like, look how they try to get their best receiver the ball. They everywhere. They in the slot. They outside. They motioning. They in the backfield. Like, they doing everything to try to scheme him up to get him the rock. Yeah. Look how they do Puka. Yeah. Puka's a great player for sure. Right? I don't know how much better Puka and AJ is. They're super close. But they find ways to give him the rock. They don't do that with AJ Brown. And I think the problem they don't do that is because the quarterback. It's too many times I'm asking coaches, I'm asking players. I'm in there. I'm in Philadelphia. I'm there. 25. You know what it is. And the answers I'm getting is that, they just don't do it.
Yeah.
And then when I'm asking more, they're like, well, they don't really fit our offense. How that don't fit the offense?
Yeah.
And I keep digging deeper. And I don't think Jalen likes them plays. I don't think it's too – I think he wants it simple. If you look at our offense is super simple.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's super, like, regular. And I think for the time we have, it should be a little bit more complicated. That's all.